Hey everyone, Spectral Star here, and Street Fighter V is coming out in about 10-11 days here, and I just wanted to get you guys up to speed and tell you what the future of the channel regarding Street Fighter V is going to be about. Now for a little backstory on what Street Fighter V is, just in case you've been living under a rock pretty much. Street Fighter V is the upcoming newest main installment of the Street Fighter series. It will be released exclusively on the PlayStation 4 and PC, on which cross-platform multiplayer will be available. That means that PC and PlayStation 4 will be able to play against each other, and yeah, it's going to be a nice little community, hopefully. There will be no arcade release of this game, sadly. No arcade cabinets. Capcom is gravitating towards crane and one-off games. Crane and one-off games, which is kind of weird in the arcade business, but that's what they're going for. This game is going to be released on February 16th, 2016. Street Fighter V is going to be one of the best fighting games in my opinion. I took part in the beta, which I'm doing right now, as you see me fighting Zangief guy, who at the beginning I thought was trolling me, honestly, with his whole flexing and moving forward thing, so I just thought it was kind of funny, so I started messing around back with him, you know, because, you know, it was my first match on this, and it seriously was. This was my first match, and I am going to be honest with you right here and now. I am not doing that great. If you've never seen a Street Fighter pro match, then you're missing out, because they are some amazing stuff. I tried to jump with the medium punch there, getting a little bit of lag from this guy. Jumping medium punch into the heavy. I don't know if you can do that anymore in the beta. This was the 4th or 5th beta. It was the last beta between January 30th to the 31st, and it was just a blast. There were so many people playing at the time, and yeah, it was a ranking system, and if you were on the game, you were mostly playing either training mode or online, whether it be ranked or you know, just a regular player match. There was no lobbies, it was just one-on-one. This guy devastated me right there with the new moves that Zangief has employed, and if he hits you with that Ultra, you'll probably see it in one of the videos. I don't know if I recorded it, but Zangief will do a German suplex, the thing he just did with the super, not the cyclone thing, but the suplex where he grabs you and bends backwards onto his back, slams you onto your back, and he will actually pile drive you straight into the ground, and you will be sticking out of the ground. It's in like a cartoon sense. It's really funny. You'll be ostriching. You'll be like an ostrich. I think I just tried to put ing on ostrich, and that was probably not a good idea. Yeah, Zangief is a real scary thing in every Street Fighter game, honestly, and you've got to know to stay back, and I think I got lucky here, yeah, and hit him with that. But I have been working on my stick play, my arcade stick, and I have to admit that going from a fight pad to a stick for me was kind of a good thing, and it's not necessarily going to be a good thing for everybody. And there's just limitations to what you can do. If you've been playing on stick or on a pad all your life, I started on a Super Nintendo pad, which was kind of ridiculous. But it worked for me at the time, and there was no online for Super Nintendo. I mean, duh, right? But there was no way I could go into an arcade type place and play other people. Rashid is a very, very fast character. He's kind of like El Fuerte, but in my opinion, a lot cooler. I didn't really care much for El Fuerte, I'll be honest with you. The unpredictability was a nice little bit of gameplay in Street Fighter 4 from El Fuerte. I tried to learn him and I just couldn't. I just don't know. I played a lot of Street Fighter 4, but Rashid is extremely fast, and you'll see this in this fight. But another thing I want to mention is Charlie Nash. Charlie Nash is so much fun for me to play. I don't know if he's broken. I did a lot of gameplay. I settled on him to be my main so far. He's just a lot of fun. And another thing, if you are an avid Street Fighter player and you've been playing for a long time, you're going to find out that these charge move characters that used to be charge move characters, like Charlie Nash here and Guile. Guile, I think, is still a charge move character. I'm not for sure, but Charlie Nash has been reworked from the ground up. to be a Shoto type character. That means half circle forward motions, Shoryuken type moves, you know, just basically that type of Shoto character going on at the time. And it's very easy to combo off of Charlie Nash's medium punch, and I learned this during this match, but I can't execute it correctly because this is my first time playing him, and probably I think it was my second match on the beta actually. I'm not that good, but I am working on it, guys. I promise that I will be better once the full game's here. I've been working with Ultra Street Fighter 4 with my arcade stick, the Chun-Li Tournament Edition 2 fighting stick, and it's been a blast to mess with. At first, I had some real trouble since it's a square gate. I really like the square gate. I almost opted to go for an octagon gate, but I decided just to stick with the square gate. Somebody told me that octagon gates are better for Shotos and stuff, and I am a Shoto type player. I like playing Shotos, but who doesn't like playing Shotos? I mean, to me, they're a lot more fun than charge characters, just because charge characters are hard on my hands, especially with a pad. It might be a lot easier now that I've got a stick, but I don't. And I'm probably doing something wrong if it's hurting my wrists and hands anyways. I just recently learned how to use an arcade stick. I checked it out on Gootex's channel, which he's got some very good tips for starting out and learning the ropes of execution and how to handle certain things. Like holding your stick, I know that sounds weird, and where you should put your fingers, or how you should put your hand on the buttons. But yeah, Charlie Nash is a lot of fun, and a lot of things that he can do is straight off the medium attack. Now, there's another guy, and it was a recent tournament that happened, a Mad Catz sponsored tournament, where you could win the whole catalog of Street Fighter sticks and Street Fighter fight pads from Mad Catz. And there's this guy named MCZ or MCP, I can't remember, Tokido, and he was playing a ridiculous Charlie Nash, and he was suffering from jet lag and all kinds of stuff. And I just got to say, the guy, he's my senpai. He is awesome, and I'm going to be studying his work a lot. But this fight is very weird because Rainbow Mika is one of my favorite characters from back in the day, Street Fighter Alpha 3, which was where she was first featured. She has been given some new moves and stuff like this this grab throw that this guy spams all the time, and I don't know, that's another special move that you can do. I saw Gootex actually do that. You throw him in with the medium throw, you press forward and medium punch standing, and then medium punch again, and you'll throw them into the wall, bouncing them off the wall. Then you press forward and heavy punch, and they fly up in the air. And then you do a half circle forward with the kick, and she'll flip up in the air and slam her ass into your face, which sounds like heaven for any man, I guess. See, like that, he tries it again. I think he messed up the, yeah. I don't know, it doesn't look like he's flying up as much. I'm sorry, I hit the mic there. But he just keeps on doing this the whole time, and by this point I am steaming mad and I'm not thinking clearly, and it's still going on. I don't know if you can block it. I don't know if it's cheap. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say that I got mad, and well, this guy, I believe he still wins, and he does the same thing over again. So as you can see, I'm doing some noob stuff here with the heavy Shoryukens right out the gate. But oh well, you know, I wasn't thinking clearly, and my ability in this game is somewhat limited. But yeah, basically I just started trying to command throw, and this is what happened. I got stuck into this endless loop of pain and suffering where this guy just neutral jumps and grabs me with the forward medium. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe Armika might be my second character that I try to learn because she is so much fun. She's got a chargeable heavy drop kick that leads into other combos that I saw Gootex doing, and I believe a down kick, or no, not a down kick, but a light kick medium punch combo standing that is just so much fun to do. And you can combo it from the drop kick, I believe. I saw Gootex do that. I'm not for sure, but it does look really cool, and Armik is probably my second choice for a character. And here we go, I'm playing Zangief, which I am not a Zangief guy. I've never been. I've seen Snake Eyes play Zangief, and he is pretty awesome at what he does. And people say that he can't go up against another grappler because nobody else plays grapplers. Well, that's bullshit, because he can handle the grapplers too. I've seen him do that. But this Zangief is a lot different. He's got a new moveset, well, new moves and stuff. I tried to do that with the V trigger. He turns red, and that means I think he can absorb more damage, or is he more powerful? I don't know. I didn't play with him that long. If you guys could answer the question about the Red Cyclone change, which is what I'm calling it, the Red Cyclone transformation that he does. Does he do more damage? I'm assuming he does. Or does he take less damage? I don't know. I need to study his stuff more. Need to watch some more Snake Eyes, I guess. But I'm hoping to get real competitive this time around. I wanted to become a competitive player in Street Fighter 4, but it just seemed like something was different about that game that I didn't really like. Going from Street Fighter 2 to Street Fighter 4, I didn't really like it that much. And it was supposed to be more accessible for Street Fighter 2 players, or the original players of the game. And I don't know about all that, but all I know is that this game flows a lot smoother, and the animations are prettier for me, and the footsie games are a lot more intense. And people say this game is slow, but I don't know about that. I think there's a lot more going on, especially with the heavy damage. They've added, it seems like they've added more damage. I could have gone for so many air grabs right here, but I just decided that I didn't know what I was doing, and that I was just going to try to poke this guy to death. And then I try to go for the grabs, of course, because, well, my ass has to learn about the grabs. See, I went for an air grab there. There's the Red Cyclone transformation, and you can still absorb a hit while doing that running grab from Street Fighter 4. I should have done more SPDs, and or tried for more SPDs at least, with a little bit more knowledge, and the spinning punch, you know. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Street Fighter 5 Beta. Alright, now it's time to actually play some. Let me see if I'm in tune.